Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Riggy here, and this is gonna be my first ever video. So basically, what we'll be doing is we'll be talking about life stories and basically going over basically what I do in my daily routines. But today's story is gonna be kind of an older one, I guess, kind of a few years old, maybe 2016. But so I travel a lot. I usually go a lot with my family and stuff. So I went to Hawaii with them once. So a while ago. So yeah, about 4 years ago, I'd say. So while I was in Hawaii, I was chilling, hanging out with my friend. Shout out to Evan. We were just hanging out and stuff. But flights are long and tiring. I can tell you that. And the weird thing was last time that I went to Hawaii, my toenail ripped off. Full snap gone. So that hurt, but I'll get that into a different video. I'll tell you right now. But today's video is going to be on the flight home. See, what happened on the flight home was, for some reason, I get put in an exit row, which just never happens, because I was 14 maybe, 13, 14. So I never get put in an exit row, which I think is illegal. I think you have to be 15 or something like that. So I'm pretty sure you have to be, yeah, a certain age to sit by yourself in an exit row. But I was sitting on the exit row. But the thing is, I was sitting on the outside, which was kind of nice. This time I'm not sitting by the window exit row. I love the window seats, but I never took the exit row, which I guess is kind of nice. So a guy comes, sits in that kind of row and stuff. He sits in the window seat, yeah. And keep in mind, I'm on the aisle seat, and a few minutes later, this nice, older, maybe middle-aged, 50, 60-year-old man, he came and stood next to me. He sits in the middle seat, and everything seems to be okay, you know? We talk for a bit, we start joking around, and then we both kind of plane takes off, and both kind of watch our movies, listen to our music. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm from Chicago, and I'm a big Chance the Rapper fan. And I think I just stole this guy's goal. I'm sorry. I'm watching the Rocket League too, but I think I stole that guy's goal. I'm sorry, man. But I'm listening to Chance the Rapper because Coloring Book just came out. Fire mixtape, bro. Fire mixtape. I can't wait for the new album to come out in July. It's gonna be good. All right, back to the thing. So in these kind of exit rows, you can't have your bags by your feet. You have to have your bags like more to the other seat, which is kind of like maybe less, maybe like 5 feet away. But like you can't just sit in your seat and reach and get it. You have to get out of your seat physically. But so while we're watching our movies, after I listen to Chance, I put on Star Wars: The Last Jedi, or no, not The Last Jedi. I'm sorry, The Force Awakens, and I'm watching that. I'm having a good time, and then all of a sudden, the flight attendants come around with the drinks, because you know how they do the drinks, you know. They're like, hey, do you want your soda? Do you want your, your beer or whatever? So I get my Diet Coke, because I don't know if you know, I drink a Diet Coke and Sprite. But this guy, he orders I don't know the beer, I don't know beer company, but he orders 2 beers. Yeah? So while I'm watching Star Wars and drinking my Diet Coke, the guy opens his drinks, which is alright, I don't care. It's not like he's gonna spill it on me or anything. So I'm doing that, he's starting to drink, and yeah. So a little bit later on, towards the end of my movie, the guy falls asleep, passes out, done. Still halfway through his beer, and it gets weirder. So then the guy decides to start laying down and sleeping, and he lays right next to me, puts his head on my shoulder. Which, okay, I get, it's a little suspicious and stuff, but like, I don't know what to do in that situation. So what I'm doing in that situation, I guess now, is I'm just kind of standing there staring at the guy. Now the guy in the exit row is staring at me, cracking up, because there's some 56-year-old man who's sleeping on my shoulder. On like a 13, 14-year-old kid's shoulder. Which, I'm pretty sure that's kind of illegal and kind of weird. But you're kind of in a plane, and there technically isn't like any rules for that. But as we're sleeping, he like goes down. He hits his arm, hits his open beer, and the beer spills all over my lap. And when I say all over my lap, I mean my whole leg is covered with beer. Both of my legs are covered with beer and my shirt. And I'm soaked. The flight attendant comes over and is like, what's going on? I'm like, this guy just spilled his beer all over my shirt. And apparently the guy woke up after the second beer hit the floor, and the second beer exploded off the ground. Like, when the beer, when I say exploded, like, it's straight up. You know how you, like, shake up a can of Coke or Pepsi, and then you open it, and it sprays everywhere? That's kind of what it did. It just started spraying everywhere. It went all over my bag, all over my feet, and technically my shoes too. So I'm soaked. I'm covered. This guy doesn't wake up. Then he wakes up when he hears the second beer hit the ground as hard as it could. And I'm telling you, it sucked. Because it's so uncomfortable. Because I still have 5 hours left of this stupid plane ride. And once the guy wakes up, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you better be sorry, because now I'm soaked on the rest of this plane for 5 hours. And the thing is, we're talking again. And the guy's telling me he's had 2 beers before hitting on the plane. You know, they have those or not the hotel. Those, whatchamacallit, the, airport bars. He had a few beers there and a shot of tequila or something like that. But he had something, and I'm telling you right now, worst decision ever made. Most awkward, most uncomfortable flight I think I've ever been in my life. And if you saw right there, I just hit the game-winning goal for the hat trick. You're welcome. But yeah, that was the most uncomfortable plane ride I think I've ever been in my life. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry, this has kind of been an awkward video. I'm kind of going off the top of my head. And it's also 3 a.m. So if my voice sounds dead, I'm sorry. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.